Viewers, do you see that man on your screens? That's Sheikh Shahjahan, the most controversial figure in Bengal today. He's in police custody, arrested conveniently by the Bengal police a day before Modi's visit. In these pictures, Shahjahan is not in chains. He's walking tall. He gives off the air of someone who believes he owns the world. His jaunty, carefree stride is at odds with the weight of the rap sheet he faces. At last count, Shahjahan stands accused in over 4 dozen cases. Viewers, he's accused of conspiring to attack ED team in January. He faces land grab and sexual exploitation charges. He's accused of money laundering in land scam cases. He's accused in a multi-crore ration distribution scam case. He's accused in the murder of 3 BJP workers in 2019. He's accused, viewers, in the assault of power department workers in 2022. In fact, the High Court today casually commented that his cases will go on for years. For years, viewers. Any other mortal would have been cowed by the burden of his alleged misdemeanors, but not Sheikh Shahjahan. The BJP, for one, believes that his arrest is a cosmetic exercise. The party claims that Shahjahan has been taken in to deprive Modi of a plank to target Mamata Banerjee's government. The Saffron Party also believes that Shahjahan is not in detention, but he's in the protection of the police, of the Bengal police, that doesn't want the Enforcement Directorate or any other central agency to get to him first. Viewers, the TMC has lashed out at the BJP for making these accusations. It says, look at us. At least we've got him in custody. At least we've suspended him from our party. What have you done about individuals like Brij Bhushan? What have you done about the leader of the opposition, Suvendu, who's right there, viewers, on your screens on the right? The TMC says, what have you done about the Chief Minister of Assam? Viewers, the war of words is ensuing. We cannot, of course, underwrite any of these claims, either the BJPs or the TMCs. Especially not the BJP in Bengal, because it is, after all, in the opposition in Bengal. But, viewers, and this is a big one, what your channel has done is investigated this claim of favoritism, of partiality to Sheikh Shahjahan independently. Prima facie, viewers, we found enough to conclude that the Bengal police past actions in investigating Sheikh don't inspire much confidence. Documents accessed by your channel, CNN News 18, give cause to put Bengal police under the scanner. These, viewers, are the documents. These are case records. And I'm going to run you through these case records, viewers. Some of them are on your screens. Let's talk you through why we believe that the lens on Bengal Sarkar today in connection with Sheikh Shahjahan is valid. In 2019, viewers, Sheikh Shahjahan was accused of the murder of a BJP worker called Devdas Mondol. Sheikh Shahjahan and 23 others were named in the FIR. Shahjahan accused of leading a mob of about 150 to 200 people. It's all there in those documents. The mob allegedly murdered Mondol and razed his home. But viewers, what was the result? Shahjahan's name was deleted from the FIR. Now viewers, it's not as if investigation reveals at a later date that an individual is not involved. Of course, that can always be the case. But viewers, out of all those accused, only 6 were eventually charge sheeted by the police. The Arms Act was also removed from the FIR. Viewers, in another particular case, 2019 murder of BJP workers Pradeep and Sukonta Mondol, Sheikh Shahjahan and 28 others were named in the FIR. Shahjahan and others accused of ransacking victims' homes. Shahjahan and others booked for murder and rioting. Remember what I told you, booked for murder and rioting. Now the result, viewers, is rather a despondent one. Trial has not even begun in this case. None of the 28 suspects named in the FIR have been interrogated. Sheikh Shahjahan and 28 others have been not named in the charge sheet. Viewers, two cases now that I have brought to your attention. Both cases, big charges. Both cases going nowhere. And Shahjahan out of the ambit of those cases. In 2022, so we were talking about 2019, now let's talk about 2022. 2022, assault of power department workers. Shahjahan and 10 others accused of assault. Shahjahan accused of leading a mob of 700 people. Accused of leading violent protests against power bills. But what has come of it, viewers? Shahjahan among 7 suspects charge sheeted, okay? The court issued a warrant for Shahjahan's arrest. But viewers, Shahjahan was declared, quote, absconder, unquote. Can you believe it, viewers? It's declared an absconder. And we are talking about 2022. That's almost a year and a half ago, viewers. An absconder while he was hiding in plain sight, viewers. Of course, these documents aren't the only set of facts that call into question the partiality of the Bengal police. The Calcutta High Court has not been impressed with the force. It has not only set aside the Bengal police earlier order restraining BJP workers from travelling to Sandeshkhali, but it has also allowed the CBI and the ED to take Sheikh Shahjahan into custody. And this is after, viewers, the ASG came out and apprehended. He said, look, I have this apprehension, rather, that if the Bengal police got hold of Shahjahan, they would basically allow this case to drag on and on and on and perhaps not result in anything. And it was on the back of that that the High Court said, no, well then the ED and the CBI can go and arrest this man. The High Court has also accepted a PIL, did not reject it, accepted a PIL that seeks that the probe into Shahjahan should be transferred from the Bengal police to the CBI or a court-monitored SIT, viewers. Not only this, the High Court, the bench of the High Court, 3 days ago came down hard on the West Bengal government. The High Court bench noted, and I quote it, one person cannot hold all to ransom, and that the state should not be supporting absconding Trinamool Congress leader Shahjahan Sheikh, who has been accused by several women of sexual assault and land grab, unquote. Not my words, viewers. This is the High Court drawing a link between the government of Bengal and Sheikh Shahjahan. Viewers, all of these are hard facts. I always bring you the hard facts, viewers, which are incontrovertible, so you get closer to the truth. Remember that, viewers, none of this material is a fabrication. It is right there in black and white. None of what the High Court has said is a fabrication. It is there, viewers, in black and white. And therefore, viewers, the question arises. And it's a big question, it's a sensitive one. Is this arrest a sign of action, or is it, viewers, an eyewash? Let's open this up. We have important stakeholders in this debate. We have a lawyer and we have 2 spokespeople. I want to first begin with Monojit Mondol. Mr. Mondol, here is documentary proof that suggests that the West Bengal government has been prima facie, and I'm using the word prima facie, or allegedly partial to Sheikh Shahjahan for around 5 years now. And also, sir, the High Court has pulled up the state government for, and I quoted their words, and let me quote them again. One person cannot hold all to ransom, and that the state should not be supporting absconding Trinamool Congress leader Shahjahan Sheikh. Now, on the basis of these points, these hard facts, can we say that we can trust the Bengal police and the Bengal government to prosecute this case to its logical ends? Fundamental question tonight, Mr. Mondol.
Suspecting, maligning, spreading malicious rumor, false rumor about Bengal government and the Chief Minister, I think is nothing new as far as this Noida, Delhi media is concerned.
Okay.
So we are not certainly surprised by your long narration, but the facts are speaking from themselves.
Right.
First of all, I appeal to you, being a very responsible anchor of a very popular channel, that please do not spread rumors about his arrest not being done by police earlier. It was an embargo sanctioned on the police by the High Court itself, which was lifted 3-4 days back. I debated.
Sorry,
and then
Mr. Mondol, the High Court clarified that there was no embargo. Have you forgotten? Can you deny that the High Court said, no, one second, am I fabricating this quote? Am I fabricating this quote, Mr. Mondol?
After your 10 minutes of narration, if you are so confident about your quote-unquote hard fact, let me contest them one by one.
Right.
At least give me 2
of
minutes to contest them.
Take 5 minutes.
Right?
Take 5 minutes.
Now, even in your narration, you said that the ED suspected, ED appealed before the High Court that the Bengal government, Bengal police is going to botch up this case. Right now, you narrated. Rewind. Right now, you narrated. You actually.
I never said any of these things. You're misquoting me.
Please.
I'll tell you what I said.
I'm not.
I'll tell you what I said about the ED. I'll read it out again because I was reading. No, 1 second.
You're right now.
Mr. Mondol.
The narrative that was.
I'm telling you what I read. I've got it right here. I've got the script. I'll read it out to you. If it makes sense to you in any other way, I can't help it because then you would be extrapolating from what I have said and adding motives. I'll tell you exactly what I said. The Calcutta High Court has not been impressed with the force. It has not only set aside the Bengal police earlier order restraining BJP workers from travelling to Sandeshkhali, but it has also allowed the CBI and the ED to take Sheikh Shahjahan into custody. The High Court has also accepted a PIL that seeks that the probe into Shahjahan should be transferred from the Bengal police to the CBI or a court-monitored SIT. This is what I've said.
If it is the case, and if ED was summoning him for the last 1.5 months, what is this incompetent ED is doing? They could not arrest him. It is the competent Bengal police. They are maintaining their Raj Dharma, and that's why they have arrested. Now my question is, forget about even questioning Shubhendu Adhikari, who is a CBI named.
Hello? Okay.
Yes. Supreme Court.
Make your point.
He is not even questioned by the CBI for the last 5 years. Again, no, hang on. Another person, a terrorist, charged by the court of law. She was awarded for being a terrorist by Mr. Amit Shah and Mr. Narendra Modi, Pragya Singh Thakur. She was charged by the court of law, not by the police charge sheet. The charges have been framed by the court of law against Pragya Singh Thakur. हेमंता बिक्षा शर्मा, you rightly pointed out. अरे एक बात तो बुला के अपने घर में जाके खिलाओ चलेगा. And when this person is in police custody, TMC has taken action, suspended him for 6 years. You are questioning the IPS officer who is now appointed by the central government. You are questioning this very senior ADG who made this press conference stating that there was. You are questioning the.
Okay, Mr. Mondol, we have a little problem with your network. You are freezing.
You clarified.
Yeah. you're freezing on air. 1 second. You're right. I made those points. The fact that the TMC spokesperson, national spokesperson, Derek O'Brien came out and asked these questions. I'm glad. At least you are saying, you are questioning. At least you are acknowledging that I am raising questions.
No, hang on.
And not imputing
Mr.
anything.
Rahul, just give me 30. No,
Yes. So this is a democracy.
Just.
And I can question. Right? I can question, you agree?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
You give me 30 more seconds.
Yeah, please take 30
I
more
want to
seconds.
know, you are talking about the competence of the central agencies.
Yeah.
I want to know
I'm not.
what has happened to Shadda case. Shadda case has been going on for the last 10 years. You arrested one of our ministers by the name of Madan Mitra. Nothing has happened.
Nothing.
What has happened to
Let me bring in the BJP spokesperson.
And when Bengal police is acting, they're seen to be acting.
Okay.
TMC as a party is acting. You are questioning their motive.
Okay.
You means BJP through this media.
Okay. Through
you
the
need
media, the
respect.
BJP is questioning the motives of the Bengal police. It should not be, because the Bengal police has done its dharma, according to Mr. Mondol, by arresting this Shahjahan Sheikh. Even though, viewers, let me once again repeat that there are questions to be asked of the Bengal police, given these documents that we have accessed, which shows that inaction in some cases, and he has been removed. And I did say, viewers, that it is possible that during an investigation, it turns out that a person initially accused is perhaps not involved, and therefore you can have names removed. I'm giving the benefit of doubt to the Bengal police, but there are so many cases here that it does appear.
No, he was discharged by the court of law.
Yes.
He was discharged by the court of law.
Yes, I made that point, and therefore I'm saying that it can be possible, viewers. It can be possible. But nonetheless, I want to bring in BJP national spokesperson Sanju Verma to rebut point by point the fact that these people have taken action against this man, arrested them, suspended this chap from the party, number one, that Suvendu Adhikari, that others like Sadhvi Pragya, Himanta Biswa Sarma have been rewarded, even though they were accused of corruption, etc., etc. So why are you standing in judgment of the Bengal government today? Sanju Verma.
Rahul, I have been waiting patiently for
Yes,
the last 15 minutes, and I want my time to rebut the reckless allegations of the TMC. The first and the most important point is this, that the West Bengal police has not covered itself in glory, and the DGP of West Bengal, Mr. Rajiv Kumar, anybody who has basic idea of how West Bengal politics functions knows that the DGP Rajiv Kumar is a handmaiden of Mamata Banerjee, and he does her bidding. This is the same Rajiv Kumar who is still accused. He has not been given a clean chit in the Sarga scam, in the Narga scam. The investigation is on. He was first made the CID director, and then last year he was promoted as DGP. So Mamata Banerjee has this fascination of actually rewarding people whose career is clouded in grey. That is my point number one. Point number two, when you say that the ED should be rebuked for not doing a decent job of apprehending Sandeshkhali Don, Shahjahan Sheikh, it is the West Bengal police which did the needful. Let me make this very clear to your audience, that in the last 15 days, on 2 occasions, the Kolkata High Court has reprimanded in the strongest language Mamata Banerjee. You read out one part of the High Court judgment where the High Court clearly said that, one man cannot hold the entire population to ransom, clearly in a reference to Shahjahan Sheikh, who was being shielded and protected by the ruling TMC government in Bengal. But more importantly, the High Court also said, we do not know whether the police is shielding him, but clearly it seems that the police is encouraging him to be on the run, and we ask that Shahjahan Sheikh surrender himself. When it did not happen, and Kunal Ghosh, Abhishek Banerjee, Mamata Banerjee, all their unofficial and official spokespersons peddled a false narrative कि अरे हमने तो शाहजहां शेख को इसलिए अरेस्ट नहीं किया because there was a stay by the Kolkata High Court on the 26th of February 2024. Barely a few days back, the Kolkata High Court clarified that the stay was with reference to the SIT investigation pertaining to the case where Shahjahan Sheikh had attacked the ED officials. The ED is a counterparty to the case. The Bengal police is a counterparty to the case. And the West Bengal government is a counterparty to the case. And the Kolkata High Court said, we never put a stay on the arrest of Shahjahan Sheikh with respect to the numerous cases of rape and gang rape that had been filed against him. Then on the 27th of February 2024, the governor of West Bengal, Mr. C.V. Ananda Bose, said that contrary to narrative being peddled by the TMC, 800 women have actually filed complaints against Shahjahan Sheikh in various forums, but those complaints have not been taken cognizance of. And if Shahjahan Sheikh is not arrested within 72 hours, C.V. Ananda Bose said he will use his constitutional powers to decide what to do with the ruling Bengal dispensation run by TMC's head honcho, a very incompetent.
Okay, so let me ask you.
It was, now let me finish please. It was the fear of C.V. Ananda Bose taking constitutional action which finally nailed the cat and, you know, set
just
the
one
ball
point,
rolling on
Sanju
Shahjahan Sheikh's arrest.
Just one point. You say that the West Bengal police has not covered itself in glory. These are your words. You said that Rajiv Kumar is a handmaiden.
Lied on TV about SIT investigation.
Yeah, one second.
SIT was consisting of Bengal
I heard
police
you for
also.
15 minutes.
One second, Mr. Mondol, please. I can bring you in. Just give me a second. 1 second. I want to ask a counter question. 1 second, Mr. Mondol. Let's not speak over each other. I want to ask a counter question of Ms. Verma. Ms. Verma. 1 second, just 1 second. 1 second, just 1 second. West Bengal police, you have said, is not covered in glory. Rajiv Kumar is a handmaiden of the chief minister. He was CID director and then made DGP, but is an accused in a Sharda scam, etc. But that can be said about, that can also be said. One side, that can be said. 1 minute, Mr. Mondol, please.
Single-handedly.
1 minute, sir. 1 minute. Ms. Verma, I can ask the same question of the BJP in reverse. Sir, I'm asking a question. Can you please? I can ask that same question in reverse of Sanju Verma and say, there are charges against Suvendu Adhikari, there are charges against Mr. Biswa Sarma and Pragya Singh Thakur, etc. But they were easily accommodated in big jobs and given rewards. That's the fundamental question.
Okay, I will answer that without beating around the bush.
Okay.
First and foremost, let me speak about, Pragya Thakur, whose name was mentioned by the TMC panelists in very derogatory terms. Yes, there are two cases against Pragya Thakur. One was the Makoka case, one was the UAPA case. She has been cleared in one case. The trial in the other case is still on. And let's not forget that for the first time in the history of post-independent India, anybody who follows politics knows that both Sadhvi Pragya Thakur and Colonel Purohit were incarcerated for 9 long years in a gross violation of human rights. Sadhvi Pragya Thakur was beaten up by male policemen. She was not even handcuffed by a woman police officer. Sadhvi Pragya Thakur was beaten black and blue, was on the wheelchair for the longest time. Even today, she cannot stand without the help of a stick for more than 5 minutes because of spinal cord related problems, thanks to the atrocities of the then Maharashtra government, where the BJP was not a part of. It was the Congress who did the atyachar, which everybody knows kya hua hai Colonel Purohit और साध्वी प्रज्ञा ठाकुर के साथ जाकर पढ़िए. The second point, when you talk about Narayan Rane, you talk about Ajit Pawar, you talk about Suvendu Adhikari, you talk about Chhagan Bhujbal, you talk about Himanta Biswa Sarma. My simple point is this. There is a Supreme Court, there is a judicial process. Do not sit and cry on national television. Knock on the doors of the Supreme Court, drag them to a court of law and let the judiciary take a call. For example, when we have a problem with the atrocities in Bengal, we don't cry on national television.
But you have asked for, What
is wrong with you?
But
you
Ms.
asked
Verma,
me to wait for 15 minutes for my turn.
But
no, I need to finish. And then you can ask me a question. My simple rebuttal is this. When the Sandeshkhali gang rape happened, Mamata Banerjee, being a woman CM, what did she say? Was that a rape? Or was it a love affair gone wrong?
I understand all that.
Was it that the girl had got pregnant?
I understand all that.
Allegations? That went to the CBI.
Yes,
so
yes.
Mamata Banerjee said, "Arey, rape to hua hi nahi." And the Kolkata High Court said, "CBI probe."
Okay. One second. Let me just step in here. Now, let me step in here. Ishkaran Bhandari also is waiting. One second. Let me step in here. Miss Verma.
Kolkata High Court ordered a CBI probe in the Birbhum massacre. So Mamata Banerjee has had a nice
Miss
big
Verma.
omelette on her face every time she said, "Kuch hua hi nahi."
One second.
Kuch hua hi nahi. Then
Yes.
why is there a CBI probe in Hansakhali?
I just want to ask a counter question. Ms. Verma, very quickly, I want to ask you a counter question, very short, quick, and I want a quick response because Ishkaran Bhandari is also patiently waiting his turn. Yes, these cases are going on. They are in the ambit of this court and that court against the various BJP personalities who are now in the BJP or part of the BJP government in Maharashtra. One second, please don't go on and on. Please, I'm asking a question. Please allow me to answer. Listen, I need to ask the question. Please, don't do this, Mr. Mandol. Don't do this. You're disrupting the debate. You're only...
She has fix about your question. She's not answering the question about Subhendu Adhikari.
Can I ask that question? Can I ask that question? Can I ask the question? One second. Okay, Mr. Mondol, one second, please. One second. Sanju Verma, let's not get involved in this crossfire. I'll have to break away. 1 second. You're doing your own case a disservice, Mr. Mondol. Let me ask the question. Now, very, very straightforward question. Yes, the court will evaluate all the evidence, etc., against these BJP personalities, but what if the probe itself is compromised? That's a possibility, isn't it, Ms. Verma?
No, Rahul Shiv Shankar, what are you trying to say?
I'm not trying to say anything. Just like you have accused the TMC of compromising the probe in Shahjahan's case, it can be possible.
So can I now answer your question?
Yeah, please.
Can I answer your question?
Yeah.
Thank you. And please don't heckle me when I'm answering, Rahul.
I'm not.
You may have your compulsions to mollycoddle the TMC.
I have no compulsions. No, don't make all these allegations. I have no compulsions to mollycoddle anybody. I'm asking a genuine question.
So now let me answer.
From a genuine intelligent spokesperson. So please.
Thank you.
Let's keep it civil.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have kept it civil, but I refuse to be bullied by TMC goons on debates.
That's
because
okay.
They do this.
Ignore them. You make your point.
Yes. My simple point is this. First and foremost, none of the cases, be it an Ajit Pawar's case or Chhagan Bhujbal or Subhendu Adhikari, first and foremost, cases have not been dropped. Amit Shah has said as much in the public domain, and what Amit Shah says by virtue of being the Home Minister, I take him very seriously. The second point is this. Kunal Ghosh, or for that matter Madan Mitra, they are political, kya kehte hain unko, Barsati Mendak. They have changed political affiliations on and off. Each time they switch back to the TMC, Kunal Ghosh becomes Raja Harishchandra ka teesra avatar. The moment there are rumors that Kunal Ghosh to abhi BJP jaane wale hain, unke ladke the abhi BJP mein aane wale hain, suddenly Kunal Ghosh becomes persona non grata.
I want to bring it.
My last point is this. My last point. When you compare a man accused of gang raping not hundreds but thousands of Dalit and Adivasi women over 10-11 years since he was a Zilla Parishad officer of North 24 Parganas with the likes of a Himanta Biswa or a Narayan Rane. You are comparing apples with watermelons. Do not conflate issues.
Okay,
Sandeshkhali,
1 second. It was the Prime Minister who called. 1 second, viewers. 1 second. It was also the Prime Minister, you will recall, who called corruption the biggest cancer facing this nation. So let's not get into comparing. No, once I lower everyone's faders. Let's not get into comparing people's crimes, etc., that the courts will judge. I want to bring this conversation back because we have gone down. You see, viewers, in the interest of balance, I went down that rabbit hole that Mr. Mondol was deliberately leading me into. I'm aware of this. He was saying, oh, what about Re? What about them? As if it gives license to the Bengal police to not prosecute Mr. Shahjahan Sheikh. Now, viewers, we've indulged that. In the interest of fair debate, we've indulged that. We've had Sanju Verma rebut those. Whether you're convinced or not, that's not my lookout. I asked those questions. I want to bring in Ishkaran Bhandari. Mr. Bhandari, today we are asking a fundamental question. Should there be an independent inquiry above and beyond? I know the matter will be heard on Monday by the High Court, above and beyond the Bengal police looking into this issue. And I want to ask you this fundamentally because the High Court bench noted one person cannot hold all to ransom and that the state should not be supporting absconding Trinamool Congress leader Shahjahan Sheikh. The operative words are should not be supporting absconding Trinamool Congress leader Shahjahan Sheikh.
Rahul,
Yes.
yes. Rahul, the problem doesn't start with the observations of the High Court. I remember being on your debate where there were TMC spokespersons saying that there is no complainant in this case, and I recall saying that the first job of police is to inspire confidence in a rape victim in a case of sexual assault. If the police is not inspiring confidence, how would a victim come and speak? And we had multiple voices saying that there is no rape, there is no victim in this case. After a statement before the magistrate, then they had to keep quiet. So even at that stage, where there is no confidence for a victim to approach the legal process or her legal complaint is not being registered as an FIR, that all these outcries started and the media had to report it. We are at that stage. Then the second stage, there was no stay as the High Court itself has clarified. Now, if High Court orders are being misinterpreted or misquoted, the High Court's clarification, I think, is very clear for everybody. But days before this, when the High Court took suo motu notice of the matter,
Yes.
and later had to say that the police are unable to apprehend him in spite of various IPC offences. This is almost 8-10 days ago. Especially when the person who appears to be the sole cause of the problem is still absconding. So how many days does it take to catch a person who is absconding from the law, where the High Court has to take suo motu cognizance of a matter, then the Chief Justice's bench makes the observations which you read out today. Of course, it's a spit case for it could go outside the purview of West Bengal police because they have not inspired.
Viewers, all eyes will be on the High Court on Monday. That's when that decision will be taken. I'm taking a very short break. We'll be back in 3 minutes, viewers, with a very big story coming out of Karnataka. Don't go away, viewers. There, a top politician belonging to the Congress has given Pakistan a clean chit. It's on record. We're coming right back.
To carry out a raid or search operation because the ED had specific information that there could be a huge stash of illegal weapons and black money that could be stocked up at his house. This was the credible information that the Salutes of Enforcement Directorate had, and that is the reason why they decided to go ahead and carry out a raid at his residence. But the manner in which these attacks happened, the Enforcement Directorate went ahead and registered an FIR in this entire matter to the West Bengal police, and it is in that case today that we are seeing that Sheikh Shahjahan has been taken into custody by the West Bengal police, and a 10-day police custody has also been granted by the West Bengal courts as well. So yes, there are other cases in which Sheikh Shahjahan's name has come up, be it in the money laundering case or molestation against several women where the names have come up. We have seen over the past 50 to 55 days as to how this entire controversy was brewing continuously, where the leaders from the Bharatiya Janata Party were actually trying to reach on ground. In fact, the top officers of the West Bengal police also reached on the ground, open camps for encouraging women to actually come out and talk about their complaints. So yes, this controversy has been going on. We are expecting that some sort of action might be taken by the West Bengal police, but yes, at this point the Enforcement Directorate is also looking at the proceedings very, very closely.
Absolutely, we'll have to wait and watch how the law enforcement in fact proceeds as far as charges those charges against Sheikh Shahjahan with regards to molesting women is concerned. But in fact, I'm going to dive deeper with you, Anshul, as far as the PDS scam case is concerned. But at the moment, let's also listen to the political reactions that have come in before we take this conversation forward.
शेख शाहजहां की आज की अरेस्ट के बाद यह सबूत होता है कि तृणमूल कांग्रेस सरकार इनको राजधर्म पालन करना आता है। जिस तरीके से ये जीरो टॉलरेंस टू करप्शन से मुंह पे नहीं बोलता है, काम में करके भी दिखाती है। हमारा चीफ मिनिस्टर बहुत पहले कह चुकी है कि जो आम आदमी के खिलाफ कुछ करेगा उसको कोई रिहा नहीं किया जाएगा।
देखिए, भारतीय जनता पार्टी की लगातार आंदोलन की वजह से ये सरकार बाध्य हुई शेख शाहजहां को गिरफ्तार करने के लिए। पहले से तो ये सरकार डिनायल मोड में था, एक्सेप्ट ही नहीं कर रहा था कि ऐसा कुछ हुआ है। तो हमने पहले से ही बोला था, मैंने पहले से ही बोला था कि सरकार को बाध्य करेंगे, घुटने पे ले आएंगे ये शेख शाहजहां को गिरफ्तार करने के लिए ये बाध्य हो जाएगी।
Sheikh Shahjahan has been arrested. We welcome the steps of state police. You see, our leader Abhishek Banerjee earlier pointed out that due to some parts of order from Honorable High Court, state police has been restrained from taking any action.
इसलिए ये अरेस्ट नहीं है, ये म्यूचुअल एडजस्टमेंट है। जितना टाइम तक सेंट्रल एजेंसी इसको हिरासत में नहीं लेगा, उतना टाइम तक वहां का पीड़ित जनता को न्याय नहीं मिलेगा।
Not in this case. In this case, the complaint did not pertain to 354 at all.
Any sexual assault case against Shahjahan sir till now?
There have been many cases. I don't remember exact nitty-gritties of all the cases. There have been many cases after 7th, 8th or 9th February.
What are you
But like I said, let me reiterate, all those cases which have been registered since 8th or 9th February, they pertain to incidents which had taken place 2 or 3 years back. And investigating them, gathering evidence, marshalling evidence takes time, takes a reasonable amount of time, particularly in terms of cases which had happened 2 years back. But this was a case, in the case in which he has been forwarded, it took place, as you all know, on 5th January during the course of a ED raid in Najat PS area.
The ED sources have now shared exclusive information with CNN News 18 with regards to Sheikh Shahjahan's arrest. The High Court, they are saying, had asked the West Bengal police to arrest Sheikh Shahjahan, and today he has been arrested by West Bengal police, and that it is evident that he was in touch with the police. The court had ordered a stay on Sheikh Shahjahan's arrest in one case, but there were other cases in which the Bengal police could have arrested him, but they did not. The question now that the Enforcement Directorate is
Viewers, sometimes it is hard to remain objective. Today is one of those days. A top Congress leader and an MLC who has taken an oath to serve this nation has virtually given a clean chit to Pakistan. Yes, viewers, Pakistan. BK Hari Prasad has said that Pakistan may be an enemy for the BJP, but it isn't one for the Congress. Yes, viewers, it isn't one for the Congress. For the Congress, Pakistan is not an enemy. In the same breath, Hari Prasad also added that Pakistan is in fact just any other ordinary neighbor. Now listen in to Mr. Hari Prasad, viewers, in his own words.
ಶತ್ರು ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇವ್ರ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಪಾಕಿಸ್ತಾನ ನಮಗದು ಶತ್ರು ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರ ಅಲ್ಲ, ನಮ್ಮ ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರ. ಇದು ಮಿತ್ರ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರನಾ?
Viewers, you heard that. It might be an enemy nation for BJP, but not for us. For us, it is an ordinary neighboring country. Obviously, Prasad's remarks were roundly condemned. Anyone with a bone of patriotism in his body would be loath to brand Pakistan a friend or just another ordinary neighbor. The country forcefully occupies a large part of Jammu and Kashmir. It has ceded 48,000 square kilometers of Indian land to China. It has waged 4 wars against India, 2 of which were declared wars. It has given refuge to India's most wanted Islamist enemies, from Dawood, viewers, to Hafiz Saeed, to Masood Azhar, to just about any person who wants to wage Ghazwa-e-Hind on our country. It has sponsored a low-intensity but bloody cross-border insurgency for the last nearly 4 decades. Its actions, viewers, led to the externment of Kashmiri Hindus from the valley. Prasad's whataboutery, viewers, is therefore akin to what Rahul Gandhi once told US Envoy to India Timothy Romer, that not Pakistan-based Islamists but the bigger threat to India stemmed from the alleged growth of radicalized Hindu groups, if you please. It's almost as if Rahul Gandhi was reading out of Pakistan's propaganda pamphlets. This fact of Rahul Gandhi telling this to Timothy Romer, as unbelievable as it sounds, viewers, came out in the open because it was part of a cable, a diplomatic cable sent by Roma to his bosses in the State Department in Washington, which appeared in the public domain, tumbled out during the infamous WikiLeaks scandal. Of course, Prasad is part of the same Congress-led Karnataka government that recently invited an India baiter, you can see her in the middle of your screens, to speak at a seminar that was being organized by the government there. Here's what Karnataka government's guest Nitasha Kaul has said in the past about Kashmir. Sample this view. This is their state guest. It says Kashmir militancy is an armed struggle for freedom from Indian rule. This kind of mentality, viewers, was given a ticket to come to our land to preach this nonsense. Burhan Wani was a freedom fighter for the Kashmiri people. No genocide of Kashmiri Pandits, but a mass migration, if you please, triggered by the Indian state. This was the person that the Karnataka government was inviting to speak to people, to educate them, viewers. She has said in the past, people of Kashmir denied human rights by authoritarian Indian state. Enforced silencing of Jammu and Kashmir residents has flouted democratic principles. This is what this woman has said, viewers. On August 15, 1947, Kashmir was not a part of India. Article 370 exists for a reason. Viewers, the Congress has also courted controversy in the past when many of its leaders have been criticized for their pro-Pakistan views or for seemingly echoing Pakistan's stand on sensitive issues. Let me take you through. February 12, 2024, Manishankar Ayyar said Pakistanis are the biggest assets of India, viewers, the ordinary Pakistani. Not talking to Pakistan is Modi's biggest mistake. In November 2015, the same man, Manishankar Ayyar, came out and said talks possible only after removing Modi. And he said this in Pakistan as a guest of the Pakistani state, viewers. January 2023, Digvijay Singh said no proof of surgical strikes on Pakistan. In August 2019, A.R. Chaudhary, yes, viewers, senior most Congress leader from Bengal said Kashmir is not an internal matter. Can you believe it, viewers? It's not India's internal matter. It is perhaps a bilateral or even a trilateral issue for this gentleman. He's a parliamentarian, viewers. He takes oath on the constitution that actually says the opposite. This man also says center has no right to change J&K's status. In October 2016, Sanjay Nirupam, another senior Maharashtra Congress leader, said fake surgical strike promoted for political gain. He was talking about Uri, viewers. I want to open this up. Viewers, and I want to ask some basic questions. Is the Congress failing the Patriot test? Very simple, open question. And I want to speak with Syed Asad Abbas, the political analyst. Mr. Abbas, do you think that this gentleman in the middle of your screens, this Mr. Hari Prasad, should be making a statement like this, suggesting that for the Congress, Pakistan is not an enemy? Can I ask you, sir, is Pakistan an enemy for you or not?
Rahul Saab, great to see you here.
Great to see you.
Fantastic. Wish you great ahead. And of course, now coming straight to the point, I've always believed with great power comes great responsibility and equal accountability. Rahul Saab, I did hear, your opening statement. I completely agree with many of the statements made, but you missed out. Our Honorable Prime Minister also took a detour to meet the Prime Minister then, Mr. Nawaz Sharif. Let us put that on record as well. Now coming to the statement of Mr. B.K. Hari Prasad, the fact is Pulwama happened, which is very sad. We lost our Indian Jawans. The fact that terror state Pakistan it is also a fact that it is a neighboring country. Also now coming across to what has happened, this Pakistan Zindabad slogans, alleged slogans. Let me tell you, Rahul Saab, that here in Karnataka, the BJP miserably lost the election. That is exactly what happened. And the reason...
Mr. Abbas, one second. Let me just interject 1 minute.
It's the same reason why they're coming
Just across. 1 second. Forget about the BJP winning or losing. It is not the BJP that has made this statement. This is BK Hari Prasad, and he wears the Congress colors. He is an MLC from the Congress, unless something has happened in the last 5 minutes I don't know about. But I want to ask you, do you fundamentally agree with BK Hari Prasad when he says for the Congress, for the BJP it might be, Pakistan might be an enemy, but not for the Congress? Can any Indian agree with this sentiment? That a country that has waged war relentlessly against India, against Bharat, exports terror, gives shelter to terrorists and most wanted agents of terror. If these are not inimical actions, then what are they? Friendly actions?
Yes, Rahul Saab, Pakistan is a terror state, rogue state. Not just that, it does.
So I'm asking you, why hasn't Mr. BK Hari Prasad, who takes oath on the Indian Constitution, why for him is Pakistan not an enemy? I cannot understand this.
But why did Modi ji have biryani with the enemy?
Sir,
oh my God, I need to come in now.
Nawaz Sharif, please. Okay, wait. Allow me 30 seconds, sir.
Okay.
Allow me 30 seconds, sir. The fact of the
so
matter.
didn't Dr. Manmohan Singh also have biryani with whoever else? And for your knowledge, Mr. Modi is a vegetarian. Just 1 second. Dr. Manmohan Singh also, before that, Indira Gandhi. No, I'm asking you. Then why did Indira Gandhi release 90,000 POWs?
Rahul sir, 30 seconds and I conclude. The fact is,
what is the argument you are making?
Let's be sacrosanct, sir. Pakistan is a terror state.
Okay, I think you are not making a substantive argument, Syed Asad Abbas. I cannot understand why BK Hari Prasad, forget what the Prime Minister did. That doesn't mean that the Congress is condemned to doing exactly what the people in the past have done. 1 second, Mr. Abbas. Let me bring in, 1 second, sir. Don't go on and on.
You can't keep talking.
Okay. Ms. Verma, respond.
Thank you. You know, Rahul, I've been on a couple of debates on other channels with Mr. Abbas, and normally he does make sense more often than not, but today he's completely lost the plot. And I'll tell you why. You know, I did not heckle you, please keep quiet. You know, this odious
Mr. Abbas, it's
comparison-
okay. I'll give you a chance. You can respond.
Yes.
Let
Hold your horses,
Ms.
Mr.
Verma
Abbas.
finish.
This odious comparison, but you know, Atal Bihari Vajpayee ने बिरयानी खाई थी, but Prime Minister Modi ने Xi Jinping के साथ महाबलीपुरम में झूला झूला था, but you know, Prime Minister took a detour and went to meet Nawaz Sharif. You know, the fact of the matter is this: BK Hari Prasad has abused his position as an MLC by trying to mollycoddle and soft pedal the issue that Pakistan is indeed a terror state. The second point is BK Hari Prasad is prone to giving controversial statements. Just a month back, ahead of the consecration ceremony on the 22nd of Jan 2024, what did BK Hari Prasad say? He said that we have to be very careful ahead of the Ram Mandir Pran Pratishtha. Prime Minister Modi and the BJP are trying to create a Godhra-like situation. Some of his own party members in Karnataka admonished him. My third point is this. I feel that, you know, the apple does not fall far from the tree. Rahul Gandhi goes to Cambridge and says, why are the European Union and the United States not taking cognizance of the fact that a large part of democracy is coming undone in India? Basically inviting them to engage in balkanization. So if Rahul Gandhi does this, do you expect that the leaders down the rung will be any better? And don't forget, this is the same Congress party which doubted the credibility of the surgical strikes in 2016. This is the same Congress party which doubted the credibility of the Balakot strike in 2019. We have people right from Mallikarjun Kharge to Shashi Tharoor saying that perhaps the Balakot strike was actually a well-fabricated attempt in order to ensure Narendra Modi's victory ahead of Lok Sabha 2019. So please do not sit here and give lectures on nationalism to Narendra Modi. जितना आपके सारे नेताओं ने नहीं किया, वो नरेंद्र मोदी ने अकेले कर दिया. Last point. This is not Sanju Verma. G. Parameshwar yesterday, the Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka has said that yes, there may be rumors, but there is also reason to believe that Nasir Hussain Zindabad nahi kaya.
I don't want to go there.
Pakistan Zindabad.
Yeah, I don't want to go there. 1 second.
They have ordered an inquiry.
They have ordered an inquiry. I don't want to bring that into it. I'll just remind viewers one thing, and I have to take a short break in just about 1 minute, viewers. You see, Nitasha Kaul, the woman on your screens, viewers, was invited by the Karnataka government, despite knowing that she holds these views. I have no problem. If Nitasha Kaul was invited by some university for a debate on her position versus a more nationalist position, no problem. But when a state government knows that a person is an agent of a particular view, has alleged ties to the Pakistani deep state, would you go around, I don't know, extending an invite on taxpayer money, hosting that person, viewers? Unless you are really bought into Pakistani propaganda. I'm just leaving it as a question. I'm not passing a judgment. I'm just leaving it as a question for you to ponder. I'll take a short break, viewers. We'll be right back with big developments from Himachal Pradesh. Don't go away.
Why has Sheikh Shahjahan been arrested today? Why wasn't this arrest done earlier? For more details, let's quickly go across to Anshul, who's bringing us this information. Anshul, remember, the Bengal police has been very quick, and not just the Bengal police, but even TMC leaders like Abhishek Banerjee have said that there were legal ramifications to his arrest, and there were hurdles, which is why he was not being able to get arrested. But having said that, how the Bengal police always latched on to the enforcement directorate to sort of camouflage why Sheikh Shahjahan was not arrested so far?
Well, definitely there is a big controversy going on between the West Bengal police and the enforcement directorate. This morning in the press conference that was done by the West Bengal police, they had raised question that there was a stay that was granted by the court, and hence the West Bengal police could not go ahead and arrest Sheikh Shahjahan, whereas there was no stay for the enforcement directorate to go ahead and arrest him. Why didn't the enforcement directorate arrest him now? To this, what sources within the ED have told CNN News 18 at this point in time is that when they went to question Sheikh Shahjahan at his residence, they had credible information that there is a huge stash of cash and there is a huge stash of black money that could be stacked at his house, and that is the reason why Sheikh Shahjahan went ahead and attacked the ED officials. Post at the manner in which the investigations were done by the West Bengal police, that is also a very big question mark. Also, the enforcement directorate has said that there should be a parallel investigation that should happen, that who within the administration was actually trying to shield Sheikh Shahjahan and in fact helped him to do away with the money and weapons that were stashed at his house as well. Now, what sources within the enforcement directorate are telling us that they will be keeping a very close eye on the investigation that is being carried out by the West Bengal police. Also, the manner in which the West Bengal police has gone ahead and registered several FIRs against Sheikh Shahjahan. This seems to be a tactic by the West Bengal administration to keep Sheikh Shahjahan away from the hands of central agencies like ED and CBI, because remember, once the police custody is granted for one case, there is a limit of 14 days for the accused to be granted a police custody, and until and unless that accused is sent to judicial custody, the enforcement directorate cannot go ahead and ask for their custody to be handed over to them. So yes, this is what the ED is suspecting at this point in time, and that is the reason why they say that they will be keeping a very close eye on this entire investigation, and they will also make sure that as soon as Sheikh Shahjahan is sent to judicial custody, they will try to take him under their custody, because they need to question him on the PDS scam, and not only on the PDS scam but also on the land grabbing accusations that the enforcement directorate is looking at this point in time. So yes, there are several things that the enforcement directorate needs to question Sheikh Shahjahan about. Now, since he has been arrested by the Bengal police, they will now keep a close eye on how the Bengal police will go ahead with this investigation, and not only with this investigation, as to how quickly can Sheikh Shahjahan be sent to judicial custody. Post that, enforcement directorate could move the courts and ask for his custody to be taken by the enforcement directorate themselves.
Absolutely, that's a very interesting point that you're making, that the ED can only gain access to Sheikh Shahjahan once Sheikh Shahjahan is granted judicial custody. Having said that, do take our viewers through what are the charges that he's been arrested under at the moment, because remember, Sheikh Shahjahan is someone who's been facing a host of charges. It's not just molestation of women.
Well, yes, if you see the manner in which the investigation was being done by the West Bengal police, the initial charge, there were several cases that were filed against him, and in some of the cases his name was also not registered by...
Viewers, the suspense in Himachal Pradesh over the Sukhu government's future seems to have abated for now, seems to have died down. It could perhaps survive, as central observers have said that Himachal Chief Minister Sukhu has accepted that some sort of failure happened within the government and MLAs during the Rajya Sabha polls, and a coordination committee between the party and the government with 5 to 6 members has been formed to tackle the situation. Now, viewers, you will remember that the Congress suffered an embarrassing and perhaps even existential defeat in Himachal Rajya Sabha polls. Why, viewers? Because their candidate, Dr. Abhishek Manu Singhvi, found himself stranded after 6 MLAs defected, refused to vote along with the Congress position, and ensured the defeat of Dr. Abhishek Manu Singhvi. 3 independents also crossed the floor, leaving the contest tied at, viewers, a knife edge. And it took a draw of lots, which is rather unprecedented, to determine who the winner would be, and it turned out to be the BJP's candidate. Meanwhile, Himachal Pradesh Assembly Speaker Kuldeep Singh Pathania disqualified all the 6 Congress MLAs for defying the whip issued by the party. These MLAs have now moved court to get themselves reinstated. Viewers, if they are reinstated, it is quite possible that the BJP might call for a vote of confidence, or even secure their support, these MLAs' support. Viewers, things could change. The Congress government in Himachal Pradesh is facing this crisis following the defection of these 6 MLAs who are now set to be in touch with the BJP. So this is not something, viewers, that is out of the realm of possibility. Arun Dhanta has given us this report. Listen in. Arun, what's the scene right now? What's happening? What can you tell me about the viability of the Himachal government there?
Well, Rahul, as you rightly put this, that now it is up to the court. I mean, right now, Congress party is in a comfortable position, and that was the reason why that today we saw Sukhwinder Singh Sukhu doing that press conference and sitting with all 34 MLAs behind him in that press conference. Now, if High Court, gives decision to the contrary, then perhaps we will see BJP getting activated once again. But as of now, it seems that Congress party has managed those 34 MLAs which they have, and everybody could be seen today behind Sukhwinder Singh Sukhu. And in fact, a cabinet meeting has also happened. Vikramaditya Singh, somebody who was resigned yesterday, then took back his resignation. And today, Rahul, interestingly, when Sukhwinder Singh Sukhu called all the MLAs to his residence for the breakfast, Vikramaditya Singh was absent. It took DK Shiv Kumar to go to Vikramaditya Singh and his mother Pratibha Singh, who is the PCC president and also member of parliament from the Congress party, to bring him to the residence of Sukhwinder Singh Sukhu so that they can show this picture to media that everybody is together and we are a solid house. Now, all these 6 MLAs who are in Panchkula have approached the High Court. High Court will listen to, because they are saying that they have not received the whip for which Speaker of the Himachal Pradesh Assembly suspended them. So it will be very interesting.
But Arun Dhanta, I just want to ask you on a point of form. I thought that the Rajya Sabha elections, you do not have the provisions of a whip applicable.
Yes. Rahul, so the whip, when I say whip, I'm talking about the whip which Congress party issued for the budget passing and the financial bill.
Okay, so that's very interesting.
About that whip.
That whip. So that now is now in the ambit of the courts, viewers. We'll have to see how the courts review this particular decision to issue this whip and disqualify those members if they're reinstated. Game on, viewers. I can tell you that. Let's go straight across to the right stand with Anand Narsimhan.
Namaste, Jai Hind and welcome to this edition of The Right Stand. I'm Anand Narsimhan. In the latest figures released by the government, the Q3 GDP has shot up to 8.4%, surpassing expectations of analysts. India's GDP growth jumping up in Q3. The financial year 24 estimate revised upwards to 7.6% according to data released by the National Statistical Office. The Prime Minister hailing GDP growth, PM Modi also tweeting on the same, saying a robust 8.4% GDP growth in Q3 23-24 shows the strength of the Indian economy and its potential. He added that the government's efforts will continue in terms of bringing fast economic growth, which would help the 140 crore Bharatiya lead a better life and create a Viksit Bharat. The centre, meanwhile, has also approved the setting up of 3 semiconductor units under the development of semiconductor and display manufacturing ecosystem in Bharat. That means huge amount of investment is being committed towards the semiconductor manufacturing industry. The 3 semiconductor units will be established in Dholera in Gujarat, Morigaon